Hello and welcome to King of Zombies, a black and white horror comedy released in 1941, starring the black comedian Manton Moreland. The movie starts in a plane where we are introduced to our main characters, James McCarthy, Bill Summers, and his cowardly valet, Jeff, played by Manton Moreland.
There's a clearing ahead. I think I can make it. Think? Did you say think?
Their plane crashes on an island near the house of the creepy Dr. Sangre, who lives there with his wife, their niece, and a house full of servants. He offers to let them stay at his house until both can arrive and pick them up, but everything is not as peaceful as it seems at the house.
You ain't by any chance a member of the Mystic Knight of the Pink Goddess, is you? No? Harlem never was like this.
We see Jeff the valet running into trouble in the house as he comes across a couple of zombies. Scared of his wits, he tries to warn his companions, but they laugh him off as being a scaredy cat, letting his imagination run off with him.
What's he talking about?
Oh, zombies! Mr. Bill, let's get out of here. Why, this place is a walking cemetery.
Wait a minute, Jeff. What's this all about? What's a zombie?
Well, a zombie, there's, Mr. Bill, there's...
The living dead.
We are then introduced to Dr. Sangre's wife, who is in a trance-like state.
My wife isn't quite, herself. She suffers from a strange malady which I'm trying to cure.
And their niece, Barbara.
I didn't know you preferred drinking alone.
I was a little nervous. I thought it might make me feel better.
Of course.
Barbara tries to warn them that something is very wrong and that her uncle is behind it.
I'm afraid if we don't do something soon, something dreadful is going to happen to all of us.
James McCarthy and Bill Summers finally starts to realize that something is off and tries to figure out what Dr. Sangre is up to.
I'm gonna find that, Doc. Are you crazy? Do anything now to make him suspicious? No telling what he might do. Take it easy until we find out what he's up to.
While Jeff is getting himself into more and more trouble.
Don't do that, Mr. Mack. You know my heart can't stand. You know one thing, Mr. Mack, you see? Wow! Mr. Mack!
Now, there is a reason why this review and most others you can find on this movie keeps on mentioning Manton Moreland. And that is because he is that talented a comedian. And without him, this would have been another forgotten B-movie from that time period. The heroes, the villains, and even the zombies are a bit too bland for my liking, but Manton Moreland has enough personality to make up for that. There are really no special effects to talk about in this movie, except perhaps the candle scene, which work for what it does.
My goodness, fighters!
Also, they don't use any makeup for the zombies. The actors are just moving slowly and silently. It would have been nice to see some torn up clothes or scars and whatnot for the zombies, just to make some of them stand out a bit more. While the settings of the island and the house does appeal to me, it is however an overused idea of the time. A crazy doctor on an isolated island doing his crazy experiments. It's a dime a dozen. While I wouldn't recommend this movie as the main event of movie night, it is still a great watch, for Manton Moreland alone. Had it not been for his performance with a timeless and expressive humor, this movie would most likely run into obscurity. Well more than it already has done. So yes, if you've been sticking through the bad English, you are a real hero. Thanks for watching and take care.
If there's one thing that I wouldn't want to be twice, zombies is both of them.